Some of you might remember or know that I used to be a pretty big League of Legends player. But these days, we all know the game's trash, Riot Games is trash, and really, it's just an awful community with an awful developer behind it. So I've been playing Eternal Return Battle Royale instead, which is the game you can see on the screen. This is a very unique game, and it's everything League of Legends should be, but isn't, because this is just better than League of Legends. So, this is a MOBA and a Battle Royale. There's a few different game modes. You've got singles, doubles, and triples. So 1 man, 2 man, 3 man teams. Now, what stands this game aside is just how complex it is. You'll see here I can choose different weapons for my character. And then on this screen I can choose the different builds, and you can see on the map that it actually shows you your rotation, because the items in this game are scattered around the map. These here are new augmentations that have been recently added to the game. Small little buffs to tweak your playstyle. Think of it like runes and masteries. And so the whole point here is your items are actually on the map, and you have to find them and craft them. So food is for health, drinks is for mana or magic, however you want to call it, and then all the other items are sort of scattered, and they're in fixed sort of locational groups. So you know, like, this map has these items, and there's a good directory in the game that actually shows you all this, so you can learn and sort of create your own builds. But I just use one of the Korean builds because, you know, Koreans know about the game. Now, this is a quiet match. There's normally double the amount of players than this, but I think a lot of them are bots because I'm fairly low rank, so you'll see when we spawn in on the map, there's actually a lot more players in this. I think those are just the actual players on the match. So as I was saying, this is a fairly complex game. It's very similar to League of Legends, except it's a Battle Royale MOBA. So for the most part, you're on your own. So you can see here, we actually spawn on the map on our own. And now I have to scavenge for items. Now there's an auto loot feature, which I use at the moment because I'm fairly new. I'm not that good at this game. And you can see I'm crafting the items for my build. And it's auto looting the items that are marked in my build. And I can always check my build in the top right, which is actually pretty neat. You can turn a lot of this off, and you know, players better than me with better memorization would. Now on top of foraging for items, you can forage for food and water. So you can see here, there's the water bottles and the fishing rods. So I'll finish crafting up some of my items, and I'll go and just get some water and food just to show you. Right, and now you can see, because I got bread and the fish, I can make fish bread. And yeah, so there are recipes that you have to memorize. So you have to look at, well, what items do I need? What maps do they show in? What food is available on that map? And what is the best sort of rotation for me to get as strong as I can? I'm not going to be attacking players this early because none of us really have a build yet, so it would be a waste of time. There you can see I've just foraged some potatoes. So as I said, I've been playing this game a lot because League of Legends is trash, and I'm not a huge Dota fan, and once again, the communities of these games tend to be really, really toxic. As much as I hate that word, but they're just trash scumbag communities. You guys know what I'm talking about, the Riot Games curse. Everything that that development community touches turns to crap. But this is a Korean developed game, and because it is 1v everyone for the most part, you're not communicating with anyone, you're not dealing with feeders, and you're not dealing with teammates calling you out all the time over nothing. And you don't have to worry about that dynamic. So it kind of eliminates the big problem with League of Legends and other MOBAs in terms of the teamwork. Now, what I've done there is I've activated that sort of radio machine there, and that highlights key areas for the zone on the map, so I can see who's running around and where on the map in the bottom right-hand corner. And you can see that sort of come in handy in a bit as I want to head down a certain direction, but I see that player enter, so I decide to go around instead, just in case, because this is a battle royale and it is a last man standing rule set. I'm looking around, just trying to get my build up still. You know, normal stuff that you would do in a battle royale. You know, you need to find all your items, but in this I need to craft my build. So there's no going back to shop, and there's no sort of like farming minions for gold. Now, There is a mastery system where all the actions you do, attacking, foraging, crafting, etc., level up your stats. So you do actually want to be farming the neutral mobs around the maps, and you do want to be sort of, crafting and gathering and leveling that up early so that you have that edge, because that 1 or 2% could be the difference between victory or loss, essentially. So, as I said, we're still in the sort of early crafting phase. I've got one more zone to go to after this one. I'm strong enough now where I can wipe out neutral mobs and a couple players if they do want to bother me. But for the most part, people are going to leave me alone at this time. So I'll keep foraging. And you can see the little like icons over the items to show you which ones are craftable and which aren't. It's much more like there's lots of multi-layered systems in this, so it is much more complex, and you do need to plan a bit better. You don't have a team to carry you either, so it's very much a matter of you are accountable for yourself. So it's key in like learning the loot rotations. You can see in that building how there's sort of like a group of forageable items. It's a bit complicated, but those forageable items will like always show up in that group. So every item that spawns in this zone will sort of spawn in this collective group here. So if you're smart with your looting, you can sort of loot very quickly and get in and out. And that is key to winning, because you want to get your build before everyone else, you want to get your items before everyone else, and you want to farm the neutral mobs before anyone else. Very important when it comes to winning. And like I said, I just really enjoy this sort of this playstyle. I'm getting the same enjoyment that I used to get from League, but I'm not getting the toxic community, and I'm not having to worry about what my team are doing, or if someone's having a hissy fit, or if there's a AFK or a lever at the start of the match. All of those problems are gone and replaced with sort of, better mechanics and a more enticing playstyle, because I am the only person responsible for what happens in this match. So right now I've nearly finished my build. I've got a couple items left. Now I am fairly new to the game, and I did take a little bit of a breather from this game to play some other games while waiting for the new season to come out. So I did forget to get my like some key items, which are the meteor and the flowers. Now these items only spawn on certain areas of the map, and unfortunately I got to them a bit too late. So I'll have to hunt a player and hope they've picked them up and they're in their inventory so I can loot it off them. But we'll see how we go. Also, another thing I should mention is there's noise on the map. So you could see on the mini-map just before the noise being made. That happens every time you craft or fight an enemy. It creates noise. So pay attention to that, because that shows you where your opponents are. So you can see there's a player to my right. Or left, sorry. And there's the player. Now, is she going to try and attack me? I'm not too sure. We'll see. Yep. Okay. I think I can win this. I just got to bait her a bit. Couple seconds. Here we go. I've got this. Easy. Oh, no, maybe not. Yeah, I got it. Sweet. So I don't actually need any of these items for my build. They're not really going to help me too much. So I'll just take the medical items. You see the game's reminding me about the Tree of Life and the Meteor on the left as well, but I'm not in the right zone for those. I should have thought about that better and planned my route a bit better. And a bit of noise to my left down the bottom of the map there, so I know there's a player down there, so we'll head north. Oh, and there's a player to the north as well. Probably looting the person I just killed.
Will there be anything to eat inside?
So we'll head this way instead. Now I want to get that skill experience. You can see just above my icon down the bottom, when I attack those enemies, I'm actually getting experience for that. And I want that because it levels up my individual weapon skills, which might give me an edge, as I said before. There are team modes in this. The team modes are a lot of fun. I've played them with a few friends of mine, and they're really, really good. It uses a revive mechanic, so if someone dies, you can revive them, but you have to get them to a revive station. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Now you'll see here that the border has gone red and the map has gone red on that zone. So I really need that plant that's on the map to finish my build. Unfortunately, that zone is now red, like a battle royale. So I cannot go there without incurring a timer, a penalty. And I don't want to risk that because I may need it late game. This here is a teleport, so I can teleport to another zone if I want. I'm going to head up top because I know there's a mini boss. Think of it like a dragon or a baron that spawns up that way. Hopefully, if it hasn't been killed, I can loot that and maybe get the items I need. So I'm playing kind of cautious this match. I'm not the best at this game. It does have a very high skill cap, and to be honest with you, I'm a little rusty, so I'm not playing at my best. So as I said, taking it a bit easy. You can see here it shows me when the mobs are going to spawn again. Every time you kill a mob, it goes on a timer, and then it levels up and gets stronger and you get more experience. This is where one of the bosses spawns, but it has not spawned yet, or it's been killed already. You can see there Omega has spawned, so Omega is a different boss, and that spawns elsewhere on the map. Think of them like larger mobs like your green and your red, or your dragon in League. There's a Baron type mob as well, and I'll show you that a bit later, called Wickerline is her name.
A subject has been terminated.
Oh, there's some action on the map. That's not good. Someone's going to get tougher than I am, but I really want to fight this mini boss if it spawns. Its name is Alpha. So there's Alpha, Omega, and Wickerline. Alpha spawns up the top, Omega spawns down the bottom of the map. We'll kill some mobs, get some pistol hunt XP, and level that up. When those wolves howl like that, they call the other wolf and make noise on the map, so you do want to try and clear that out as quick as you can. There we go, Omega has spawned, but I want Alpha. So we'll just see what's going on with Alpha. I think someone's killed it. Not sure. Yeah, I'm guessing someone's killed it. We should probably just farm or get out of here. There are also traps and other items you can get. You can see I've got a little mouse trap in my inventory. You can place that down in bushes or elsewhere, and if players step on it, it does a little damage and a little stun. And you can craft those, if you get the right items by scavenging on the map, into larger traps as well. So once again, there's a lot of crafting trees that you have to remember between food, water, items, and traps. And traps do include things like ward type items known as cameras in this, that can give you vision inside bushes or just give you vision in general. So right now, more or less just getting the equipment and playing around. We'll make some eggs because I need the XP.
Not too bad. Check the corners.
A subject has been terminated.
At the beginning of this, you saw that I could have chosen a different weapon. This character can actually have a sniper rifle or a machine gun as well, and that does change the way that she fights and what her ultimate skill is. Now I'm just looting. There are loot drops on the map. Different tiered loot drops drop different tiered items. So there's green, yellow, purple, and blue. So, you know, it's always good to check them as well. And you can see a little meteorite on the map as well. That's another one of those key items that you need to craft some of the stronger weapons, but they only spawn on certain areas of the map and they're fairly contested. But I might try and sneak down if I've got the time and grab that one. You can see this is a yellow zone, so it's going to go red soon and boot me out. And you can also see Alpha. Oh crap, here we go. So now you can see I've got a timer above my head. If I don't leave the zone in this time, I will be killed. So probably not worth getting the meteorite, but at least you can see what it looks like. So I gotta get out of here. I've got 15 seconds. Get some XP on the way.
If my intuition is right, There's going to be something
Grab some
great.
healing items. I'm probably going to need it. I'm fairly low in terms of my skills because I've been dallying too much and not really paying a lot of attention. And this zone's gone yellow, so I need to get to the teleporter and head somewhere else. Which is great. But like I said, I'm just kind of showing off the features and the way the game works in case anyone out here is interested in a alternative to League of Legends, because who wants to play that, right? Or maybe you do want to play that, but you're sick of the community like I am. And you're boycotting the company because they're terrible. Now, I wasn't able to get my good shoes, so I'm actually going to equip these purple ones, I think, because they're better than what I have. Not really part of my build, but it's better than what I have. I'll keep mine just in case I get the item, though. Alright, now you can see on the map there's the green-haired girl waltzing around. That is Wickerline. Wickerline is like the Baron, except in this game she walks around, and if you step in her ooze trail, she targets you, and she's very strong. Killing her gives you a buff and drops some very rare items useful for making builds, but as you can see, she's very, very strong, and I am not strong enough to fight her. So we'll de-aggro her and check out some loot. I can hear a player nearby, but I can't see a player. Oh, there he is on the map. Just have a peek. Alright, now we can see some players around us, so we're kind of surrounded. That's not good. I'm not really that strong. I didn't play smart. I didn't play quick enough.
Rest in peace.
Oh, someone got killed and looted.
Wrong.
Nothing worth it for me. Let's just follow Wickerline and see if I can gank someone trying to fight her.
Rest in peace.
Oh, it's the big boy, and he's probably just killed someone. This guy, he gets stronger the more he cooks and eats. Oh no, his ultimate. Damn. Alright, well, I guess that's Eternal Return Battle Royale. I'll leave a little referral thing in the links down below, or you can use my username Minaya if you choose to play this game. Let me know what you think. I personally think it's an incredibly fun game, and more people should be aware of it. Thanks for hanging out with me on this one.